Hey everybody, welcome back to RC Cars. Today we're going to take a look at this 3Racing Cero Sport instruction manual. Just going to flip through it and show you what's inside and what we can expect, because I'm curious. I'm going to be building this very soon and I wanted to read the instruction manual anyway, so I thought I'd share it with you. So let's look at the 3Racing Cero Sport key features. The first sport touring car platform to utilize pivot ball suspension arms. I think that's the main selling point of this chassis and something I haven't built before, so looking forward to that. All suspension geometry carried forward from the full option Pro chassis, Cero Ultra. Active rear suspension, ARS, allows infinite adjustment to suit track conditions. Lower suspension arms in composite materials, one-piece, lightweight, durable, and provide additional flex. Mid-motor mount for optimal balance and consistency. Motor mount provides for a wide range of gear ratios to suit blanky spec racing across all winds. Not sure what that means. One-piece top deck, quick change spur gear mount, molded TPU front bumper, and that's the honeycomb shape. Steering knuckles are common in all four corners, reducing the number of spare parts required, which is awesome. My local hobby shop told me that they are stocking the spare parts for the Cero Sport. One-piece bulkhead covers provide consistency and reduces the chance of chassis tweak. Spring-loaded quick change battery retainer system. I'm looking forward to see if I can use different types of batteries. All right, this is just going to be your normal disclaimers. It's a 390 millimeter long chassis, 188 millimeter wide, 73 millimeters tall, and 257 millimeter wheelbase, which is the standard touring car. The weight is 1,220 grams with electric devices. It's pretty light. Okay. Yeah, I'll go over what's included in the kit. So it comes with included items 5,000 silicone oil and 350 silicone oil for the dampers. So the 5,000 is for the diff and the 350 is for the dampers. All right, there's instruction manuals in English and Japanese and some of the tools you'll need. And this is the remaining parts bag, which was the first bag in the unboxing video. Comes with the Allen key wrench. You're not going to build a whole kit with that. Cross wrench, and this is the ball cap socket. It's worth the price just to buy this kit to have this wrench for the ball ends. This is called an open end wrench. I'm sure it's for the turnbuckles. Let's see. So it does come with ceramic grease, 5,000 viscosity differential oil, thread locker, which is interesting. It's a pretty decent sized bottle thread locker. And then also 350 CST silicone for the dampers. Piece of double-sided tape. And then I thought I saw throughout the entire kit several pairs of servo savers. So we'll see. And there's not much else on this kit. Cero Ultra body shield upper 75 millimeters. I wonder what that is. And of course there's body posts. And then it's going to jump right into bag number 1, which is going to be the gear differential. One thing I picked up here is that the spur gear is 100. It's 64 pitch, I think. Yeah, I think it's 64 pitch. 102 tooth spur. That's what this is. And let's see. So the assembly is pretty simple. After you put in the bevel gear, you're going to fill it up with the diff oil just covering the bevel gear, and then you're going to seal it up. Actually, you're going to top it off and then seal it up. And then you're going to build the center gear adapter. And then bag 2 are the lower wishbone arms. And of course the fiberglass chassis. And then you're going to start assembling them, the front and rear suspension assembly. This is where it starts getting interesting. Those lower arms are this triangular shape. There's 2 pivot points right here and then 1 in the front. But the angles are pretty, you can see that it's a pretty triangular shape. Very cool. I really looking forward. I keep saying that, but I know I'm looking forward to building this. It's so different. You can see, so this is apparently full color manual, and it's printed on this glossy paper. And it kind of reminds me of a Traxxas manuals. I think I built the TRX4 Sport, I believe, a long time ago. And I remember it was a kind of this glossy finish, full color manual as well. So it's going to tell you where to put the ceramic grease, thread lock, things like that. So it's very thorough, easy to read. Some of the previous manuals in just black and white and on like printer paper, it was a little bit harder. I remember the, what kit was it? There was one kit that I built. I think it was the crawler kit. That manual was just a little bit subpar. It's hard to build that kit. But this looks like it's well thought out and well printed. It's really clear, so it's going to hopefully be really easy to build this kit. And parts bag 3. This is going to be the front and rear bulkhead installation. You are able to run a fan if you wanted to. I wonder if I have an extra fan. So you can run a 40 by 40 millimeter fan. Let's see. So you're going to install the belt and then build the, this is going to be, what's this? I'm just curious what this is. A steering arm. Yeah, this is the steering assembly. Yep, right here. So maybe that's what I was looking at. I was looking at the steering assembly and not the, not more servo savers. Yeah, maybe that's what I was looking at. All right, so tensioning the belt, different settings. That's very cool. And then bag 4. This is going to be the bulkhead cover. These are the shock towers, front and then the rear. So that's the shape of the shock tower. Here's a top deck. All right, that's interesting. It's a 2-piece shock tower, it looks like. So let's see where it is. Okay. So yeah, it attaches this way. So, oh, that's pretty cool. All right. So it's like 2 wings like this. Instead of 1-piece composite, they're actually bolt on to the bulkhead. You're going to start building the stabilizer bars. All right. And this symbol here, attention please, tells you, for this instance, it tells you leave that 3 to 5 millimeter gap between the ball end and the end of the sway bar. And then here, set screw does not need to be tightened, just need to be slightly touching the stabilizer. Makes sense? Allows the stabilizer bar to twist. Then you're going to install the top deck. And then bag number 5 is the front upper wishbones. Actually, the upper wishbones for front and back. And the shield upper 70 millimeters. I am really curious what this piece is. And of course, you have universals, knuckle plate. Let's see, what was this piece right here? So that is, okay, so that's going to be that. Wow, this is interesting. So that is probably going to connect to the top of that right there. Am I right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so that comes up. I can't even see where it is. I guess we'll find out, huh? Bag 6 is the damper construction. So you have, this is, unfortunately, it is a plastic damper body. I do have this set right here. Aluminum oil shocks for D5 Pro. These are drift dampers. I'm sure it's going to be around very close to the same size. If nothing else, I can just take out, just change out the bodies for this kit, but I actually want to just use this whole set. I've had these for a long time, and I don't have the D5 anymore. So this might be a set that I can use for this car. Hop up in the future. So very standard way to build dampers. Fill it up with oil and then mount them onto the chassis. Nothing unique there. Part 7 is going to be the RC unit, all of the electronics. So I'm going to start with the servo, and then the ESC, receiver, and then the motor. And motor is mid-mount. I believe there's 2 motor mount plates right there, that piece right there, and it allows you for different mounting options. I will see. And then there's the battery housing, the 2 brackets on each end. I don't have a bullet, long LiPo battery like this. I only have shorties with the bullet connectors, so I'm hoping that it can accept shorty. Otherwise, I can buy a new battery. I'm looking forward to new batteries. I can buy it for both this car and the Kyosho Dirtmaster. Bag 8 is the bumper, body post, and just kind of the miscellaneous bumper mounts. So we're getting very close to the end of the car here. Bag 8, I believe, is the last bag. So you're going to mount the bumper and kind of finish up the chassis. This really final assembled view. So let's take a look at what's behind the instructions after you're done building. So here's a setup sheet. There's one already sample setup sheet from a driver. I don't think it says really who the driver was. But this is from October 15th, 2022. PYC, I'm not sure what circuit, what track that is. But it tells you everything that this driver used. Interesting thing is that the kit comes with a 102 tooth spur and a 29 tooth pinion. This driver switched to an 88 tooth spur gear and a 42 tooth pinion gear. I forgot what I looked it up. It was, I think, in the 3s. The gear ratio is in the 3s. Stock, it comes, the gear ratio is 6.68 if you look at the chart, and we'll look at that in a second. And then we can look at the chart and see where this went down to. I think it went down to in the 3s. So next page is the gear ratio. You're gonna have to trust me on this one. It's very hard to read. So 102 and 29 is right here, 6.68. So let's see, he brought it down to 88.42. 88 is right here. 42. So he brought it down all the way to 3.98, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 3.98. So that's how low he brought the gear ratio down. So 6.68 to 3.38, I believe it said. That's quite a bit of difference. He really went aggressive with this setup, but that's cool. It's good to know that it can. 42. Yeah. 3.98. Yep. All right, so here are the spare parts. What is this? You can get a aluminum chassis, which is cool, and you can also get a graphite chassis. I wonder if the graphite's the same as what came with the kit. I think the kit calls it a fiberglass, and I wonder if the graphite probably is not the same thing. And then has graphite arms as well. So these are optional parts, kind of hop-up parts. It's really interesting. All right. And then some more spare parts. So this is where you can order from, get the part number. All right, so if you're looking to buy this kit, I have the link below. If you're not here in the United States, or you can't find a website that sells it, or a local hobby shop that sells it, you can always check out 3racing.shop. That's the official warehouse for 3Racing. All right, so this was the manual review for the 3Racing Cero Sport. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.